Hey everybody, Jayborino here, welcome back. Another Maporino 2019 submission. This is Part-Time Alliance, submitted by DK, who has his own StarCraft channel you can go check out. He showcases a bunch of mods for a Brood War. Alright, based on the same setting as my current custom campaign project, Prominence. You are one of the governors of Bloodthorn Empire, concocting a temporary alliance with aliens. Note, use the hero unit to interact with objectives. I noticed this is .scm, so I guess let's back out and we will play it in the original game. And that's partially to keep it fair so that I'm not making medics or whatever, but also so that the AI can't do it either. Prominence side story. Planet Flower, Empire of Bloodthorn, Governor's Office.
Greetings, Governor. You might already be aware of this, but I bring an important message from Empress Rosemary herself. Let's see. It says, you are to depart for Xandiv in the 3rd Quadrant to rendezvous with one of Experdame's officers, effective immediately. There are rumors that Experdame secretly met with the Empress for some kind of an agreement. As far as I know, it might relate to forging a temporary alliance between him and us. But I digress. I requested a specialist's help for your journey. This is Rose 77T. He is equipped with Protoss technology thanks to Experdame and has trained with many Ghost operatives. He'll make sure you are able to carry out the Empress's message. One last thing before you go, Governor. I'll prepare reinforcements on standby once you find that envoy, just in case something happens. You can never be too safe when it comes to Protoss. Anyway, a dropship is waiting for you at the nearest starport. We'll keep in touch, Governor.
Rendezvous with Expredame's envoy. And then our hero must survive. Okay, but we're looking for Protoss. Expredame is Protoss, if I understand correctly.
Governor, I'm running low on fuel and extra reserves, so I have to drop you off soon. Your rendezvous destination isn't too far away, so there shouldn't be any problem.
Okay.
Give me something to shoot.
We get
Be
2
careful,
Marines.
Governor. I just heard that there are hostiles in your vicinity. They could be Experdame's enemies.
Finally.
Okay, so we can cloak, we can lock down, and we have 2 Marines.
Call the shot. I'm gone.
So, not sure what we're looking for. I mean, I have a general idea of what we're looking for, but I don't know, what direction would be the best way to start looking in.
I'm here.
I could use cloak just to kind of shoo these zealots away from us. We got some shields, pretty strong as well. +3 plasma shields straight up is solid.
I'm gone.
So I'm pleased with that. Okay, that scared me for a brief moment. Ragnarsar, you must pass away. You have frightened me.
I'm gone.
Alright, well, 1 zealot. Now we got dragoons as well. If we could just avoid this stuff,
I'm gone.
I think I would prefer that.
I'm all over it.
No, Ragnarsar, get out of my way.
I hear that.
The Ragnarsar
Gone.
causing me problems. Alright, random resources up there.
I hear that.
Honestly, my hero health is way more precious than my Marines, who presumably we can rebuild later. Okay, that's fun. This is what I get for trying to skirt these units. Some of them are going to get drawn to me from slightly off the screen. This looks promising.
I'm gone. I hear that. Never know what hit 'em.
Protoss Envoy.
Welcome, Terran Governor. I was summoned here to request a favor from your empire. We have, in the past, given you access to one of our technologies, as gratitude for providing us resources. Now we are ready to share more of our secrets. But first you must assist us in our endeavor. My brethren and I are conducting an operation on this planet because of our greatest enemy, the Convocation. You may have already encountered some of them on your path to stop their heresy. The Convocation created a sacrilegious shrine, which contains a myriad of blasphemous scrolls that must be purged. We have attempted to raise their shrine to no avail. Due to our attacks, they brought in more reinforcements to protect the shrine. As such, we will need your assistance in eradicating the heretics' main vanguard. This will deter them from ever setting foot on this planet again.
Okay, destroy the Convocation Shrine.
I read your message, Governor. Good thing I prepared reinforcements beforehand. Those Protoss sure give us tall orders.
Okay. So we have a base here of people that can sort of protect us, I guess. We got an expansion here, random resources along the outermost parts as well. No SCVs, so let's just get building. No ghosts means we're going to be stuck at a certain level of tech, I think, on this mission, but let's see what it's all about. It really depends on what the enemy's going to have as well. Because this could end up being like a... I don't know. I don't know what to expect, so I'm not even going to guess. It's just interesting. It looks like we're not going to have access to like our tier 2.5 and 3 units. Let's see. Oh yeah, no advanced structures either. It's really just the barracks. Okay.
Not enough
Well, I guess that sort of simplifies things for me to an extent. You know, I have a general idea of what to
I
expect.
have bad news, Governor. Your SCV pilots do not have access to building codes for factories, starports, and such. That means you'll have to solely rely on the Empire's infantrymen and the specialists. It should not be too bad.
I assume that's tongue-in-cheek, and this is going to be really rough because, again, facing Protoss with only infantry. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm going to start some gas early. I don't necessarily need it, but I want to have enough gas. I can always pull SCVs off gas later. Seems like we're not getting actively attacked, and we've got a pretty strong hero that can support our buddies here. We got lockdown as well. So, yeah, I want to just make sure I get enough resources to get +1 out, as well as probably just marine range and probably stim, because we're going to be basically making a ton of, just an absolute shit ton of infantry and throwing them away. Though, again, it's possible the enemy base won't be as heavily defended as I'm expecting. Can we make... We will have access to a ComSat, which seems very good. So as soon as we can start scouting out, and our allies are going to start scouting out as well. Sorry in advance, I left a bunch of white units along the path here, buddy. Apologies. So it looks like we're probably going to be relying on orange, and we want to be attacking with orange.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, well that was very kind of you to move these guys out here. We have we have the ability to cloak, so we can move out and just start looking around. Let's save as well. We got through... Oh, you can't. Weird. Okay. Purposefully removing the ability to save. I mean, there's things to be said about that. I don't agree with it, but it doesn't matter. It's not my decision, so... Just weird. It's just weird. Like, why? Alright, so they're coming to attack us now, or our allies, rather.
I'm here. SCV good to go, sir. I'm gone.
Yeah, I think that this group is coming to actually attack. So we can't get tanks or anything like that, so actually setting up a separate...
I hear that.
Hello? Why am I stuck? Okay.
Never know.
Yeah, I'll just cloak again and get back to base.
I hear that. Orders, Captain?
We'd have to set up some forward defense if we want to hold on to this.
Convocation has brought even its knights and legionaries to Zandith. Be vigilant, Terran Governor.
You can be vigilant, buddy, because you're holding the front line here. So we're going to need to move out and take this inevitably, but again, we only have bunkers to defend ourselves, so it really depends on how they'll be attacking us over time. And with what? Because obviously if we've got Reavers coming in at us, is game over.
Right away, sir. Orders received.
Game over, man. Alright, let's grab our engineering bay
I read you.
and get some additional depots. On the plus side, we do have a good amount of room to build,
I'm here.
which I appreciate, considering in previous StarCraft submission, I think it was a key part of the map, such that there was virtually no room to build anything.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Additional supply
But again, it's going to
depots
come down to
required.
what the enemy is really going to be sending at us in the long run. Keeping even just one SCV on gas is fine. It got us to where we need to be. Okay.
Jacked up and good to go.
So if I would have... I guess maybe they'd make Dark Templar if we gave them the ability to, which is partially why I'm happy that we stuck with just the SCM map, and we can just spam out Marines. I mean, the ability to make medics would be cool, though unnecessary.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, let's get Marine range out. Stim will probably be pretty useful here. Let's get a comsat so we can start scanning around. The nuke silo looks available to build, but it's not, so maybe just remove that from the command card entirely.
Need a light?
So I wonder what Orange is actually going to be doing. Like, they're here. Kind of hard to say if they're going to be particularly useful. And I need to scout out some more. So destroy Convocation, who I assume is blue, and then eradicate Vanguard, which is white.
Ghost report.
So let's... Again, I can't save. And you've got, like, an instant loss condition with a hero, so...
Add-on complete.
Give me something to shoot.
I'm kind of concerned we're probably going to end up losing because of the hero. I've seen... Oh, they have Dark Templar anyway. I should have just played it as a .scx so that I could have had some medics. I'm just scouting out here. Gonna get an idea of where things are.
Never know what hit 'em.
Gonna get some fire bats, maybe confuse them a little bit by getting stuff into melee range.
Upgrade
Hello.
complete.
Piece of me, boy. I'm gone.
Huh.
Never know what hit 'em.
Interesting placement of stuff down here. I wonder if we could rescue that and then lift it off and bring it back. That's the shrine.
What hit 'em?
That's relatively easy to get to.
All over it.
I am concerned about energy, so I'm gonna have to go back soon. And we can pretty much scout exclusively with, we can scout exclusively with our,
Got my attention.
scans and such.
I'm all over it. I'm
Your
gone.
forces are under attack.
Okay, let's get out there and help out a little bit. Upgrades coming along. Well, we'll get just a billion barracks, I think, is going to be the ultimate thing here.
Call the shot.
I'm looking for a way to get down to where we need to get to kill that shrine. I don't know if the shrine, though, really matters
Ghost report.
in terms of, like, shutting down the AI in some fashion. I see lots of cannons. That'll be fun to run into with infantry, unfortunately.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, this, I think, gives us a good view. You can go back to base. I am going to get Stim Pack. And we have to consider moving out and taking other areas pretty much as soon as possible.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, so I've got a lot in queue. That's fine. I'm just going to set up like a line of even 4 bunkers here, like a ton. Because why not? I think we just set up a big old line of bunkers.
Yes.
Jacked up and good to go. You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
See, yeah, maybe we can rescue that science facility to get additional upgrades. We have to figure out how to get down there. That's the thing. Probably we have to go around in some fashion. We'll just scan for it over time.
Want a piece of me, boy?
So over here, this is connected to the high ground up here. And so, okay, so we could walk down and around, past the shrine.
Research complete.
Okay, that's fine. So let's start hotkeying production structures, and we're just making Marines and fire. I mean, that's all we can build here, so we're in for a doozy here, I'd say.
Got it.
Standing by.
Want to turn up the heat?
Any of you particularly weak?
Commander.
You can block with supply depots as well, whatever we got to do. And let's just get this saturated
Not
ASAP.
enough minerals.
Received.
Fire.
The enemy attacks don't seem particularly crazy, so we'll just have to see again. The enemy bases don't seem absolutely wild, but I get the impression that this map is meant to be sort of a challenge. Like a challenge map.
Right away, sir.
You got it.
SCV good to go, sir.
But I'm not sure.
SCV good to go, sir. Piece of me, boy. Orders, Captain?
I'll get one more bunker over there. We should be good. And we could try to attack with orange, because even just the most minor of additions that he can give us could be important. I could also come over here and set up a... I mean, that's so far away, but if we have to long-distance mine, that's what I'll do. We're not going to need much gas in the long run, though I am looking forward to possibly being able to upgrade to +3. That will be huge, and I think we want to push down here. We can attack around here, and then down and around and go straight for the shrine. Right, because this is all connected. We can get that shrine pretty quick. It just depends on what else is going to be down there.
Base is under attack.
We can bring our hero, though he is a big liability at this point, unfortunately. Okay, well, might as well load some of them in. Okay, didn't build enough fast enough. We can always retreat behind our wall.
Your forces are under attack.
Look at this brave SCV. What a man. Okay, Marines and Marines. Hey, okay, I didn't really have to run that much stuff away. But I am going to set up, again, more bunker lines and turrets.
Upgrade complete.
How much space do these take? Quite a bit. Let's get another barracks down here. We're going to be working on like 4 barracks, I think. I'll keep the Ghost, I think, sort of close to the front, but we have to be ready to move back. We just have to keep a constant vigilant watch on him. Ow. Ow. Why was I able to see him? Ooh, okay, he's detector. I appreciate that. So, fire bats seem like an okay choice. We got to get this stuff loaded up, and again, I don't know if these resources have been worth the amount of money that we've dumped into getting this all set up. We just want to basically mine this out and then back up behind our line. Okay, and we'll keep some SCVs here. I could block with depots. Certainly doesn't hurt. 6 and then 7. Wait, oh yeah, without a doubt, this is meant to be, I think, pretty much a challenge map. Again, we'll load these up. We need some relatively self-sufficient defense. I wonder if I could... Well, those are just pylons. I was say we could use our hero and cloak and come down here and rescue this. If we can get this out of there, then that gives us the upgrades that we need to contend more.
Want to turn up the heat?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
And if you don't think I'm just going to make even more
You got my attention.
bunkers, you are sorely mistaken. Again, we should have enough gas in the long run to be able to upgrade our infantry eventually. What were their upgrades? Did I just see... I don't know what I just saw there. 444. But why? Okay, let's go depot there. Hello, sir. You're having trouble. All right, so we got to make a lot of units if we want to be able to get down there. It looks like we can kind of sneak around a little bit, so we might want to rely a bit on stealth. Because again, we're going to encounter units as we walk down here inevitably, but we're going to come this way, down here, destroy the temple. It's possible that that will remove some aggression, but I don't know how. And we're going to have to bring Rose for the mobile detection, I think, ultimately. There are some resources up here. This looks like a good base to take. We have to destroy this to get down there. Then we could secure this, or we go the way that I've already mapped out, which is what I'm considering here. Get another barracks. I'd really like to see orange consider moving out again, though. I mean, Orange is defending itself, so it's fine.
Reporting for duty.
I could probably talk at length about the saving situation, but there's really no point. It kind of speaks for itself. Okay, so we're gonna move
Your forces
here.
are under attack.
Oh god. All right.
Reporting for duty.
So let's get this repaired, set this back up. I'll get even another depot a little bit further over.
Your forces are under attack.
And you gotta babysit this group endlessly because, again, even the smallest thing can kill them. Okay, so we want to come down here. This is also that I can maybe continue upgrading. I'm not sure if that's really going to be... I mean, we're not going to be able to really afford that. I may be doing things in the wrong order. I can always, you know, replay this to an extent off camera. So that I can, you know, I'll make sure to give this this submission the amount of time I've given a lot of the other ones. If we fail, though, the fact that we have to start from the beginning is disheartening and makes me not want to play it, right? So that's why I do. I mean, it does give you kind of a sense of. It gives you kind of a sense of terror, you know, because like if you lose, then there's, you know, you have so much more to lose in terms of time. Oh, this is unfortunate. Let's see if we can draw this thing to us a little bit. Or is it just gonna sit there? We could lock it down, but. Okay, Dark Templar, I'm not there. Are they trying to like go and assassinate something? I'm really not sure. Let's see if we can get these units down here. Keep making Marines. Firebats are okay, but I think in the grand scheme, not going to be too useful. Let's... Again, I want to save and try, but if we can cloak and move by this thing, it's not listed as a detector. There was one... Oh, gee. We got to chase these things down. We'll cut them off. I can't see their energy, so I don't know if they're able to keep doing that or not. I wonder if they can rebuild these or not. Stim? Alright, they can store multiple times, it looks like.
Base is under
Let's
attack.
cloak and just see if we can walk by and rescue this.
Your forces
Repair
are
and
under
repair.
attack.
Something can detect, but I don't know what. We made it by, barely.
A science facility?
Oh, jeez.
That'll surely help us, Governor.
Yikaroonskis. Alright. So we're out of income. So I'm pretty sure we've lost.
Unacceptable landing zone.
But I could probably have gotten that a lot earlier. We've got this guy, so we can lock down the carrier.
Fired up. Yes. You got my attention.
Let's move on down here.
Naturally. Slamming.
I started +2. I mean, this might come down to just waiting. I did kill the High Templar. I presume that they can rebuild them. Their air units are only 111, so the carrier shouldn't really concern me as much. We're gonna have to float a command center somewhere. I think I probably did this out of order. I think you come down here and you secure this area. You get way more resources. Speaking of that, we can scan around and look for more. This blue base is not required to be destroyed as far as I know, and it looks pretty heavily defended.
Not enough energy.
Yes. Fired up.
Okay, so we're attacking from the other direction. The Archon is gonna be 444.
Naturally. Slamming.
Standing by. Go, go, go.
Okay, so blue is 444, white may not be. Let's go for it. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. So this one down here is white. Let's just do it. If we lose, I'll have to restart. I'll give it like one extra try, you know? Come on. Okay, good. The carrier's gone, actually. So let's destroy this and see if maybe it does anything.
Well done, Terran Governor. By raising the shrine, you have saved our face and brought humiliation to the convocation. We will keep monitoring your progress.
Okay, at the very least, I did this, which I'm very happy about. What I'm going to struggle with, though, at the end of the day is figuring out, again, I want to take this base. I could probably just float to it. I gotta get these units back to base and then figure out where to go from there. Again, I don't have enough money to do much. I think we're kind of screwed, but we can try. I think I've got +2 now, right? No, not quite. Almost. I could always cancel that if I need more resources. This is certainly an interesting challenge map. I think it's a bit over the top, but you know, we're doing it in some fashion. So we want to come down here. We have to get through those blue cannons, and there may end up being Dark Templars. So let's bring Rose.
Your forces are under attack.
Whew.
Commander, outstanding.
Again, they just have such a huge upgrade advantage on us. Plus, I mean, keep in mind, Protoss upgrades are that much more influential towards their individual units. So them having an upgrade advantage like that is just enormous.
Ghost reporting.
Giving myself medics may have been helpful, but again, that wasn't really the intention. So intention of the map. So I guess we're just not gonna do it. I have limited amounts of money to still repair. Attacking blue would be suicide, but I do have to destroy this small area. I would really hope that destroying the temple would have done anything, but unfortunately it does not. Every little bit, man. I don't have enough energy to lock down the Dragoon who's gonna kill me. Get him! Oh my god. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill. Oh, yes, wow, we do good damage against this. He benefits a lot from upgrades, you'll notice. So, I'll try to float down here. If we can get all of our SCVs down here and start mining again, then we good. But if not, if there are more units up here, we're screwed, because I have no other units. I guess I could have long distance mined from over here. Doesn't hurt. Right, they're dropping inside that base. I think all things considered, I did pretty good here. Ah, shit, of course. I'd have to unload the bunkers. I have no other units. We could bring SCVs to attack.
Orders received.
Let's see if maybe we can float this thing sort of in range and figure it out. I mean, poor Orange. Does Orange even have a... I don't think Orange even has an objective to survive, right? It's just eradicate White, who is all along the bottom of the map.
Not enough energy.
I'm not liking my odds. Killing those High Templars certainly helped. It's just the upgrades that these guys have are just way over the top. Nope. No.
I hear that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Call the shot. Reporting for duty.
It's what you gotta do. What you gotta do. Do you understand?
I'm here. I'm gone. I read you. Roger that.
Is our hero modified to do normal damage? Because it feels like he's doing more. Alright, we're getting a round of income here, and then we can start moving these SCVs down here.
Orders, Captain.
Large orange attack on its way.
Roger that. Yes, sir.
Not orange, white.
Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
Not much I can do about that. We might be able to get Rose down there to help. I think the earlier we took this base, the better things would have been.
Base is under attack.
I also don't know if they're going to try to attack this area next. Or not.
I'm gone. Commander.
Go get him, Dragoon.
Outstanding. Finally. Orders, Captain. Orders received. Finally.
Alright, so... He walked into my stuff. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Right
I'm going to
away,
rebuild.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
I guess we're going to leave you here. We're going to remake Marines. And now that we can afford them, we're going to get more upgrades. Absolutely need upgrades. It's the only way we're going to be able to compete. My only hope is that this is left alone, but I don't have high hopes for it. We might be able to harvest from this one, too.
Orders, Captain.
You know what? You can long-distance mine. That's fine.
Yes, sir. Give me something to shoot. Yes.
All right. Our allies at least do attempt to
Yes, sir.
rebuild.
Roger that.
Just in case, I'll get a second comsat station. Marines, Marines.
Not enough minerals.
Want a piece of me?
I think I'm reaching the point of no return, meaning if I lose, then I'm probably just going to
I read you.
say that that's that. Again, I think if it was like 30 minutes, I would have started over and played
Piece of me, boy.
to get back to where I was. Though we have to be careful though as we come down through here.
Not enough energy.
You want a piece of me, boy?
We're gonna have to just wait for upgrades.
Me, boy.
Not enough energy.
Destroying blue. It seems like blue isn't really attacking me anymore. That's huge.
You want a piece of me, boy?
That's actually huge.
I read you.
Set this back up.
I read you. Right away.
You're my long-distance miner, aren't you? We'll keep you here to repair. Let's get a few more SCVs. And I think maybe we grab another... Well, I mean, it would help a little bit. It wouldn't
Your forces are
cost
under
that much
attack.
extra.
Orders,
Oh
Captain.
yeah, this was sort of ordained, wasn't it?
Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Finally.
Base is under attack.
I think I can get units up here to help.
Orders received.
As long as one of these finishes.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Lockdown. Go get him. Very dangerous leaving these guys just out here in the open.
Orders, Captain. Job finished. I read you.
Okay, I don't think we lost too much.
Right
Your
away,
forces
sir.
are under attack.
Go straight for you.
Good. Yeah, let them attack my hero instead. Okay, Marines. I can't. I mean, I could build more barracks and have a shorter queue, but in the long run, I don't think it matters because we can't really afford to.
Orders, Captain.
Affirmative.
Piece of me, boy.
I mean, we're waiting for upgrades in any case, so I don't think it matters.
Right away, sir.
Resources down there in odd spots.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Weird. Okay.
You want a piece of me, boy? Reporting for duty. You want a piece of me?
Just because we know that there are carriers that will occasionally make their way towards us, I will set up a bunch of extra turrets. Let's see if we can go to +4. No. So the enemy is +4, but we're stuck at +2. Or I'm sorry, +3.
Job's finished.
I mean, you know what, Orange? You do what you gotta do, man.
You want a piece of me, boy? Orders, Captain? You want a piece of me, boy? Reporting for duty. Yes, sir?
I'm still gonna mix in some fire bats. It'll distract Reaver shots where there are Reavers. Obviously, I think we don't want to attack with literally everything at once. We want to attack in small groups because we know that there are High Templar in this base. Hello.
Yes, sir? Right away, John. Finished. Orders received. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Rip.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, they don't have interceptors.
Orders, Captain?
I think the dream is real. I just need to mine this out and then get the heck out of Dodge.
You want a piece of me, boy? I read you. Yes, sir? Orders
All right.
received.
But again, because High Templar and Reavers can just annihilate our forces so quickly, it's really hard to justify trying to get through this base, for example, in any quick fashion. We got to get down here so that we can destroy... That's a lot of High Templar. 5 High Templar? 5, 6. No, 5. I assume many of these are pre-placed. You have to recognize how strong your casters are. That's too much.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Less concerned about their air units, more concerned about their High Templars. So again, this is going to be where we got to try to... We could force them to storm themselves by using fire bats as well. I think it's worth my time waiting. It's going to take so long, unfortunately.
Yes. You want a piece of me, boy?
What I'm going to do is start changing my rally point to here. We have to force our way down a ramp. Oh, there's so much here that just...
You want a piece of
It's a lot to unpack. All right, so let's, again, go fire bats. Good amount of fire bats. Again, this is to roast zealots and force High Templar to storm their own units. Best I can consider. I'm also going to bring
I'm here.
Rose.
You want a piece of me, boy? I'm gone. You want a piece of me, boy?
Orange has been sort of picked apart, but for the most part is okay. There's no point in getting a covert ops as far as I can tell.
Right away, you want a piece of me, boy? I read you.
What I think I'll do is even bring SCVs down here and make a couple bunkers to fall back to. We can lure them up the ramp. If High Templar don't have vision on us in the first place, then we can funnel them, maybe, into some bunkers. We gotta play this with using all the tools at our disposal. And again, it's cheesy, but I get the impression the map is made to be sort of like a challenge-type map in that fashion. Wow, I actually mined that stuff out.
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me,
I don't really think there's any way to harvest these. So we can't attack this until we're pretty much absolutely ready.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Don't you dare go down there.
I read you. You want a piece of me, boy?
It's just a Reaver at the bottom of the ramp.
Call the shot. Never know what you. I'm all over it.
I think this is worth it.
Never know what you.
Spread out. Oh, okay. Well, don't attack till we're ready. Turned into attack now.
Never know what you. Fire it up.
Your forces are under attack.
All right. Here. Marines. Marines. Attack this.
My attention.
Marines. And then, do I have anything else up here? I could unload the bunkers, but blue will continue to attack us. Keep in mind. Another one? I don't have enough resources, or enough energy. Scarab, please, don't. He's gonna do it, alright.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Well, I think I did pretty good. I think I did okay.
Orders, Captain? You want a piece of me, boy?
It's you know, it's kind of a shame how this turned out ultimately, but I think we did okay.
Your forces are under attack.
There's just, I mean, like endlessly built Reavers. What can we really do here?
Your forces are under attack.
I didn't want to attack down that ramp, by the way. I think it was an accident.
Want to turn up the heat?
That Reaver right there is going to be a continual problem. And what? It seems like they're able to rebuild the Reavers with full,
Your forces are under
Um,
attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
at full
Fire it up.
SCRMs, like straight up. All right, stop. Just stop throwing your lives away.
Your forces are under attack.
It's not over yet. It's close to over, but it's not over yet. I think we got to wait for more resources.
Orders received.
Fire it up.
I could float the barracks that I have down here. That might be a better choice.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Let Orange send a zealot out to maybe help us.
Reporting for duty.
All right, we're pretty much getting mined out here, which means no more resources. Well, I assume there are no cheats. I don't know. We could check, but I was gonna say I could always cheat myself money if that becomes the ultimate factor. It's really just this guy.
Call the shot.
Let's keep you in a bunker, and I'm just gonna sit.
You got my attention.
Reporting for duty. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
I think it's worth, yeah, setting up this stuff up here.
Upgrade complete.
Now we have a larger group. We can auto attack down here.
Let's move. Reporting for duty. You want a piece of me, boy?
I will get a. Let's get a missile turret just in case we see any Dark Templar. Haven't seen any for a while
Your
though,
forces are
so
under attack.
I still can't get over this 444 garbage. Our upgrades are better now though. It's just honestly, it's Reavers and High Templar can just absolutely destroy everything we've got.
Something to shoot.
And again, I think it's purposeful here, but you know, it's
Me, boy.
something, all right.
Shoot. Jacked up and good to go. Let's move.
So our buildings are spread out. If we can lure the Reaver, see, here it comes. They attack so fast. Okay. What was that? Why did it look like all my stuff just evaporated all of a sudden? Okay, well, we just killed a bunch of stuff, so perhaps now this is our chance to try to get down there. Also sort of walking down into this death trap of cannons.
Piece of me, boy.
This is going to end with my hero dying, I think.
Give me something to shoot.
Your forces are under attack.
All right. Hemorrhaging. Might be getting somewhere. Kind of hard to say.
Your forces are under attack.
Maybe if you could cap, you know, like have some pre-placed Reavers, but don't have them rebuild them. That would make, you know, the challenge is there, but it's not absurd.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
And we're out of cash now. There's really nowhere else to harvest from.
You want a piece of me, boy?
What is this?
Need a light.
Well, we'd have to destroy a blue base.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Well, now I'm deadly curious. Would you? How can he see up here? Do they have an observer, maybe? That's so irritating.
Piece of me, boy.
All right, so I'm basically going to call it quits here, but I'm just curious. I doubt this is going to work, because if you're going to disable saves, you're probably I mean, it says enabled.
Jacked up.
Let's go check. If you're going to disable saves, if you have the opportunity to disable cheats, I assume you would. Oh, it works. That's shocking. I really just want to go see what this is.
Your forces are under
So let's go
attack.
look.
Want to turn up the heat?
I think I had a good showing on this map, though. I think, given the circumstances, I think I did pretty good. I'm proud
Your forces are under attack.
of the progress I made. But I think we killed like 6 or 7 Reavers on this map over time with only infantry. We chased down those High Templar. I think that was pretty good. Again, given the circumstances, I think I did decently. And for some reason, I mean, I've heard the reasons for disabling saves. I think they're all pretty bad ones. But maybe DK has a different one I haven't heard. On a map like this especially, there's absolutely no way I feel incentivized to start over and do this again. But I think we made it pretty far into it, and I'm actually pretty impressed with myself that we made it pretty decently far. Hey, look, actually we were able to walk by this stuff. So I suppose if we would have come up to this earlier, this would have been a better choice. I like the random resources to an extent. Just kind of adds to the flair of the map.
Lukey here. I haven't seen another feller like me in a long time. The name's Billy. How you doing? What's that you say? Well, I don't really remember how I got here, but life is good, fellas. Say, there's always something I wanted to check out, but them aliens make it hard for me to do so. There's a science facility out there, and if you can bring that ore here, I'll give you a nice treat. How's about it?
Okay. Where is my science facility? So not only does that give me the ability to get upgrades, but let's see what we get from Billy.
Ghost reporting.
Get him SCVs. Heck yes. How much do plus 4? Wow. 65 damage.
Your forces are under attack.
Naturally.
Alright. I'm sorry if you feel that this is desecrating your map by cheating, but I just want to see what this is. I won't finish it with cheats. I will accept defeat. I just I kind of want to see what this extra map event is. Like, I have the smallest amount of money. I could steal money from the Protoss. These poor orange Protoss. I don't think they were... That's buildable. I mean, it's buildable, but they're probably confused on how to build on there in the first place because they're blocking it with some of their own units. I like the concept of this map, let me be clear. I think, again, the saving is a separate issue that doesn't really even need discussed, but like the idea, again, of like a challenge map where you have lower tiered units and you have to fight back and claw your way up to get higher upgrades. And I did that, so I think that was the most rewarding part of the map, regardless of whether we can kill white or not, is a different story. I mean, I don't think that I would have felt particularly rewarded for getting through the bullshit that was at the bottom of the ramp. But
Your forces are under attack.
for getting the science facility back, staying alive, taking out the temple, getting up to 3-3, I think that alone feels pretty rewarding, and I'm pretty happy with having done that. Now, we'll see what this guy gives us. It's possible if we would have done this earlier, then we would have been... we'll see what he gives us. I don't know. We're almost there. Weaponized Ragnarsars.
Jane, you actually brought this for me. I'm glad. Like I thought, my thing was there all along. This must have been inside there for months. I'll be damned. Anyways, you can take your facility back, fellas. I got what I wanted. Oh, right, your reward. Let's see, you can have some of my critters. They'll help ya out with those aliens you're facing. They're well trained. If you need me again, you know where to find me.
I was just joking about the
Your
critters.
forces are under attack.
I hear that.
Do we get a free supply depot?
Never know what hit 'em.
He said I could have his critters. But can I actually? I can't get to them. I guess I'd have to destroy this. Unable to target structure?
I'm here.
Your forces are under
Can you use
attack.
buildings to rescue stuff? No.
Ghost reporting.
Okay, so we can have the critters, but we can't actually because they're trapped.
Your forces are
Oh no,
under
here we go.
attack.
They were burrowed. Needle spines, Zerg carapace plus 10. Oh,
Your forces are under attack.
these would have been these would have been really useful. We can't upgrade them. But still, they seem like they're pretty
Base
good.
is under attack.
Okay. Again, I don't deserve to see a victory trigger, so I'm not going to
Your forces are
pretend
under attack.
like I earned it and play the map to completion. But I think I've left all the feedback that I could for the
Base
map.
is under
These guys would have
attack.
been useful, but the Reavers still would have absolutely torn them up, and we can't heal them. Maybe playing it as a .scx with medics would make a pretty big difference, especially with these.
Your forces are under attack.
I'm just curious. Let's see how these do. Very strong. Extremely strong. Yeah, you combine these with some medics, you probably could wipe the map. But, again, the Reavers still would tear them up, and it looks like there are 3 or 4 Reavers just sort of active and present on the map at all times. Not sure if there would have been a good way to get down here to destroy... If we could destroy the support bay, we have to cut off their Reaver production in the first place. But again, there's no option to retry it in any reasonable capacity without starting 100% over. Hey, I didn't lose my hero, though,
Your
almost.
forces are under
But
attack.
anyway, good submission, DK. Again, there were a lot of things I liked about it, but also a bunch of stuff I didn't particularly care for. But I think there not much really needs to be changed to make it,
Your forces are under
I think, more
attack.
enjoyable. So this is neat, and I'd be interested to see what the rest of this campaign you're working on is. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Leave your feedback for DK below, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.